G'day everybody and welcome to the 200th episode of our Dinkum series. And as you can see guys, I've started the day out here right next to the town, specifically the beach where we've set up the festive towel and the umbrella just for a little bit of relaxation. And I figure today we might as well sort of celebrate, right? It's our 200th episode. I can't believe we've got this far. It feels almost like it was just yesterday that I was sort of dabbling in Dinkum and deciding whether or not I was going to actually post videos of Dinkum on my channel, and can't believe it's actually grown so big from that. So, I thought we'd pay tribute and use this episode as a little bit of a celebration. So we're probably going to spend this episode not really doing all the normal stuff, although there probably is a few things, there are a few things that we, do need to do. And I would say that we probably just want to clear out our inventory, just make sure that we've got a little bit of space to work with before we set off. So we'll do just that. Now, it's not to say, guys, that, I'm not going to do any of the farm work and all that sort of stuff. We'll probably do that a little bit later on tonight before we actually go to sleep. Hopefully there's not too much work, like not too much of the harvesting and all that sort of stuff that we have to do. But I figure maybe today we sort of kick back, relax, maybe take the boat out. Haven't really taken the rowboat out for a very long time, and do a little bit of fishing, enjoy what Wuyan has to offer. I almost forgot to mention, I am wearing my top hat because I'm feeling fancy today, as usual when we celebrate. Let's put the dinks away, and you know what, I think I'm just going to store our grass seeds away for a moment here. Where do we get this fruit salad from? I think we may have actually picked this up from the storage here, because I do actually have a bit of a plan, guys, as to what to do today. Since we're celebrating, we may as well also make ourselves a cake. But because there are no actual recipes for cakes, the next best thing is going to have to be this pavlova. Now, I can't recall, guys, if we've ever had pavlova whilst we've been playing this game. I'm not entirely sure if we've even crafted a pavlova before, so this could be a first, or perhaps maybe there was a one or two times that we crafted a pavlova because someone was craving it or something like that. But for once, we'll eat our pavlova. So, cheers, guys. Happy 200th episode. Yum. As you guys know, I'm not really a big fan of pavlova. A little bit too sweet for my tastes. But at least it's given us like an extended HP bar and stamina bar, so we'll be able to do a lot more things today. Not that we're going to be doing a whole ton, but as I said, guys, I think what we'll get up to really is doing that fishing, and we might actually, take the hang glider. It's not like we, don't bring the hang glider regularly with us, but I figure we can do a little bit of hang gliding. Maybe we can do a little bit of boogie boarding as well, and just enjoy ourselves and, contemplate the 200 episodes that have passed behind. So, I don't know. Pretty impressive if you ask me. I mean, look, there's probably a whole ton of other people out there who've been, playing years and years of days worth of Dinkum. And when I say that, like as in-game episodes, obviously, because the game's been out less than a year. But I'm not entirely sure if there has been a lot of people making like at least one Dinkum video a day, right? So, yeah. We might be unique in that regard, but anyway. I figure we make it down here towards the Southern Ocean, so southwest, and from there maybe we can sort of do a little bit of island hopping, fishing. We might, you know, use the hang glider here and there, and yeah, just generally relax, guys. I do want to get ourselves a present, actually, and I almost forgot this, so let's just quickly go back, and we'll treat ourselves. Now, this is not really so much a treat, to be honest, but something that we've definitely been wanting for a very long time. But the first thing we're gonna need is to get our money. And I believe it's going to cost us, whoa, sorry, about 3 mil, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong here, guys, but and then now let's have a chat with Franklin. Speaking of Franklin, we should actually have our new dirt printer. Thanks to the mishaps that happened in the last few episodes. Here we go, helicopter, 3 mil. So we need all of this stuff. I am not entirely sure if we have everything, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so it does seem like we might... Oh my god, okay, crocs. Let me just close the gate. Don't want to have to deal with the croc for now. Or I guess I'm gonna have to. I wasn't planning on violence on the 200th episode of this series, but the croc left me no choice, guys. So, it wasn't my fault. Alright, so let's do this. So, iron bars, we do have 10 actually, which is good. We need old gears, old contraptions, and old springs, bright wires. Oh no! Okay. So, sorry guys, we're not going to be able to get ourselves that present after all, because we don't have enough bright wires. So, we'll see how we go. If we happen to find 3 bright wires today, we might be able to get it tomorrow. But, I think today's out of the question, considering what we want to do with the boat. But, yeah, let's head out and enjoy this lovely day. At least it's actually sunny as well, which is good. I'd be a little bit annoyed if it was a rainy day and, you know, this ended up being sort of like a drab episode. Although, depending on who you are, this could be pretty drab because perhaps maybe some of you might be expecting like you know, kick goals and all that sort of stuff, but you know what? I figure, you know, one day we can have, you know, to contemplate. I do have a few new goals based on a few of the comments that that I've been reading, and one of those is to actually give the new emu that we've managed to, I guess, put the saddle on, so Jet. Apparently there's something that could happen with him if we take him to the water. So we'll have to sort of check that out at some point, but probably not today. As I said, today is just contemplation day, celebration day, if you will. And yeah, just generally enjoying this game. Because it can be very, very, like, peaceful, this game. If you know, didn't have all those goals that you always had to complete and all that sort of stuff, this game would be extremely relaxing. We'll just see if we can find those bright wires. Are we going the right way? Absolutely not, as usual. Okay. Let's go this way. Just gonna put a few things away while we can. And since we are talking about the 200th episode here, I do want to, you know, spend this time obviously thanking a whole bunch of you guys, particularly the people who have subbed. Obviously, I'm very grateful for you subbing and continuing to watch the series. And yeah, there's plenty of other content obviously, so I'd be really grateful if some of you guys checked all the other content as well. I do sort of plan to be a bit more of a variety streamer. Streamer? I don't even know if that's the right word. I don't even stream. Sorry guys, a variety YouTuber is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I do plan on sort of playing a whole bunch of different games, provided that I've got, you know, the time for it, obviously guys. So real life is still a thing, real life work as well, unfortunately. But who knows? Things go well on YouTube. You know, could try and do more videos, but for the time being, you know, there's still limitations. Alright, we are very, very far south now, I think. Do we need to turn anywhere? I don't think so. I'll probably stop around here. Okay, found a pearl right here. Do we move faster with the... Oh, yes, we do. We move way faster with the boogie board in hand while we're in the water. So, there you go. Discovered something new today. Cool. Now, I was sort of saying all my thank yous. I do want to thank some specific people as well today. And I want to sort of have a little bit of a special mention for some of the regular commenters on the channel, and you know, all the people who've been giving me advice. So, for example, Vince, I think that's how you pronounce the name. It's spelled V-I-N-C, but I presume it's Vince. Then there's Lalu. Thank you very much, Lalu, and I do appreciate you checking out all the other stuff that I've been working on the channel. So appreciate your support. Nancy, there's a couple of Nancys in the comments. so this is a 2-for-1. So both you Nancys out there, thank you very much for being here and for watching all the episodes, and leaving very encouraging comments as well. Fiona, thank you very much as well to you. Definitely regular. Not every episode I see your comments, but you know, you're still very, very regular. Thank you so much for your support. Azzy, a lot of good advice from you. Thank you very much, my friend. Leanne as well. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I think there might be like one... no, maybe not one Leanne. I think there's like maybe a couple of Leannes that leave comments regularly. I think. I could be wrong, guys. And I also have to mention good old Dirk. Dirk's been around for a very long time and has a lot of interesting ideas and advice. Thank you very much, Dirk, for all the comments that you leave as well for the channel. Appreciate you watching and supporting me, mate. So, yeah, just doing a little bit of exploration here, guys. No sort of real goal, just looking around. A lot of interesting shaped islands here where they've sort of like formed like a very steep sort of rocky cliff. And yeah, I was sort of contemplating whether or not the Western Connection was going to be something like this, but then I wasn't entirely sure how to go about building it. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with what we've achieved so far with the Western Connection project. And yeah, hopefully you guys like what's being done as well. Obviously, we're not done yet, so there's definitely still quite a bit more work to be done on that front. We'll get to it. And we'll get to a point where we're really happy with it, and we'll eventually move on. So, now, speaking of projects, I haven't exactly decided what I want to do after the Western Connection project is done. You know, like, do we just want to focus on maybe laying down some more pathways and bridges? I think that's likely what we're going to be doing. But I definitely see like a whole bunch of other areas that we could potentially work on trying to connect. Like, even the area that we're in right now, you could potentially, like, you know, connect a whole bunch of this section with bridges and whatnot. Like, we can have a central island here that connects like a bridge, like so, and like so. But yeah, we'll see. Today's not the day to be sort of planning all of that. Today's just a relaxing day. I better go back to the boat though. Or fly there. That's what the hang glider's for. And we could always swim there as well. With our boogie board. I feel like we haven't really used the boogie board very much, so I figure this is a good excuse to, you know, break it out, give it a try. Alright, so just gonna work our way out here. Actually, guys, we did pick up that pearl, but I totally forgot to leave a marker for it, didn't I? I think I'm just having too much fun relaxing for once. I feel like every time I make these Dinkum videos, it's like, oh, gotta do this, gotta do that, and gotta kick certain goals. And the Western Connection project's been a very interesting goal to try and achieve. I reckon we're about like halfway there, I think. We'll grab this pearl. There we go. And this time we won't forget to actually mark where that is. Yeah, so with the amount of pearls that you could potentially find in the one day, I feel like you could just spend the entire game looking for pearls constantly and make tons of money that way. But anyway, so we are here out southwest. So I figure maybe we make it towards the Western Connection project. And yeah, again, just chill while we do this entire process. Oh yes, I almost forgot, guys. This is Death Trap Central, isn't it? We had issues in this area, so unfortunately it seems like James hasn't patched this problem just yet. So yes, I remember Death Trap Central. Can't remember exactly what episode that was, but that was an interesting one. Luckily, we managed to recover the jet ski. I am gonna actually just put hang on. Okay, so I'll actually place that there. Just so that we know that it's dangerous around here. Okay, actually, perhaps maybe the markers are not in the right area. There we go. Alright. Yeah, 3 skulls. Just in case it wasn't clear enough that that this area is dangerous. The Dinkum Bermuda Triangle of Death seems to still be plaguing the game. I'm sure there's probably other areas that have the same issue, potentially. What the heck is this? Like some single solitary block standing on its own. Right. Random. Anyway, let's move on. You know what? I totally forgot to bring the fish book with us. If we are going to do a little bit of fishing today, we could have brought the fish book to try and find some of the more valuable fish, but anyway, that's alright. Not trying to make a ton of money or anything like that today, just hanging out, really. Although we did grab a couple of pearls, which is nice. Speaking of, here's another one. Don't mind if I do. I see another one over there somewhere. Probably not. Alright. Yeah, just gotta be careful with those sharkies as well. How are we doing here? Okay. Getting there. Getting close. Now, some people are also sort of suggesting maybe we should consider where to place the last spare house, because I think we still have one more to try and get from Fletch. So, I don't know. Perhaps maybe I can leave it to you guys to sort of give me some advice in the comments, or perhaps maybe would you guys like if I posted like a poll on some locations that we can maybe consider for placing down the final house. I don't know. That might be a good idea. That way we can sort of get to know like people's opinions and, you know, see how people feel about certain locations. Because we've already got like the spare house in the center of Wuyan. So I figure one more, perhaps maybe instead of like a house like in the middle of the desert, perhaps it could be like either a house in the woods, or perhaps maybe like a house on the beach, you know? Like even the north here has like some nice looking beach areas. And even the center area here is quite nice. The only problem is the moo population there, so I'm not entirely sure I'm keen on waking up to moos chasing me, but or I've just realized, but there's a little bit of a beach area here. We could potentially set up shop there, maybe. Let's grab this pearl right here. Alright, very good. And just like that, it is almost 8 o'clock. I don't know, should we think about maybe doing a little bit of fishing? Perhaps. So, I can't remember which ocean has some fish that I've potentially not seen before. But again, it's going to be a little bit hard to find those without the fish book, right? So, but anyway, I think we can just do some random fishing. I just want to sort of choose a nice spot for that. Maybe around here somewhere. Yeah, I feel like we've definitely been up towards the north quite a lot to try and fish for different things. Maybe we should do a little bit of fishing in the south. And then I reckon we'll be calling it a night from there. I mean, we still got all the work to do as well, guys, so gotta consider that. But maybe we can catch a few fish while we're out here. Just keeping an eye out for any more pearls that we might come across. It's a big one right there. I think we've seen one of those before though. Now the other problem, though, with fishing, especially fishing late at night, is visibility, so we've got to take that into account. Let's grab that, and we may as well place a marker down for that one. So around here somewhere. Okay, so let's maybe catch a few fish. Doesn't matter what. I think these are, what, bluefish? I thought bluefish were native to the north. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Could have gotten ourselves some fish and chips. Made this process a little bit easier. Alright. Also, another thing is, we haven't exactly upgraded our fishing rod to the iron one, have we? So, again, honestly guys, not entirely sure what the difference is between using the normal fishing rod and the upgraded ones. Like, do we pull them in faster? It doesn't feel like it. I only see, like, bluefish around here. Wonder what that one is. Anchovy, maybe? A goatfish. Okay. Oh, hang on. A goatfish. I don't think we've caught a goatfish before, right? Goatfish, goatfish. Goatfish. There we go. Yeah, we can take this to Theo. Ah, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, actually, now that I look at the pedia, there's still plenty of fish that we haven't found. So, we should actually do fishing a little bit more in the next several episodes. I mean, I don't exactly want to have to plan for it, but, yeah, considering how many we haven't found yet, perhaps maybe we should go out and look for all of these fish. Plenty of bugs that we haven't found either. So, we'll have to see. Critters. I'm guessing this is just everything that might be in the ocean. And there's also still, apparently, several people that we haven't met yet. So, I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that. And, yeah, speaking of, I have no idea how we progress things further from here. So, we've already met Jimmy, because we're now sort of quote-unquote rich. And we also have met Nick from the festive update. But it's not like Nick shows up regularly, so... And then there's Ted, and according to you guys, apparently Ted doesn't exactly move into town, no matter how good your relationship with him is. So I don't see the point in developing that relationship too much, but yeah, there's still apparently a few other people, according to the pedia anyway. So, perhaps maybe if we get like a heli, maybe something might happen, or are there like some basic things that we even haven't done that hasn't like caused things to unlock. I have no clue, guys. But at the same time, guys, I also am not one to sort of research things online, because I feel like I want to be surprised by this game somewhat. I don't mind taking advice, though, from people leaving comments. But yeah, just want to keep things as genuine as possible, if that makes sense. Alright, so let's just pocket the boat. And let's go back, because it is getting a little bit late. And I don't want it to get too late because we've got tons of stuff to still do at the farm. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that we didn't have enough of those bright wires. And you know what? I'm really sort of kicking myself for breaking the soil printer the other day, because if it hadn't been for that soil printer, I think we would have had enough for that heli today, and we could have gotten us a nice 200th episode present, if that made sense. Well, I want to do anything here. I think we could spend a little bit of time just putting things away. Like so. I could maybe just quickly drop some wheat in as well. Pearls. We could probably store some pearls here. And I could get brews going as well. Alright. And I think we have one... Oh, not even one. We've got like a bunch of wool, which we can try and process. But obviously we're gonna get some more as soon as we're done with the farming today. So, alright. It is gonna be a long night, guys, and our stamina's about to run out. So, yeah, we're gonna have to farm the hard way, but that's okay. It's been a worthwhile day. Nah, I'm not selling that. I need to chuck that there. Okay, good stuff. Righto, let us head back and do what we need to do in the farm. Let's check on this side, just see how things are going. It definitely looks like everything is in order. I'm just checking on that patch that we seem to have issues with all the time. So it definitely seems to still be intact. Everything over here looks fine as well. Alright, cool. There's poos galore everywhere. Jet is still staring into the abyss as usual. We've got good old Spike having a snooze already. Didn't really feed him breakfast this morning, so I don't know if he'll be interested. Actually, he's never interested after a specific time, right? So I won't bother. We are a tiny bit tired right now. Just trying to think if there's a good way for us to regain some of our stamina without wasting things too much. Maybe I'll eat some of this wheat. Because it's cheap, guys, I figure it's probably better than eating some of these things, which might be a little bit too overkill. But let's grab our tools and let's get this work done before calling it a night. It's, there we go. Alright, and yeah, good thing is we don't actually have any harvest to deal with just yet. So the farm work wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Just quickly checking on our feed situation. Whoa. I suddenly levitated there on my own. I have no idea why that is, but anyway. Let's put our tools away. And I think the only thing left to do is to actually start making some more fertilizer. Good stuff. Chuck that back there, and there's a little bit of honey here to harvest, which is nice. Very good. Alright. And there's some mail. We better actually take a look at what's in there. Okay. Just a couple of things from the Animal Research Center. And obviously our brand new dirt printer. So let's take extreme care with this one. So hopefully we won't have the same accident happen again. But again, I can't guarantee that, guys. Who knows? But I was totally spacing out when I was using the dirt printer last time, and that's what happens. That's what happens when you don't pay attention and you're using power tools. Accidents. Accidents. Alright guys, well, it's been a pleasure. 200 episodes in, and this game still amazes, and I'm still learning brand new things all the time, and I'm sure there's plenty of things that I haven't exactly seen or done. So expect a lot more episodes to come. But once again, guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your viewership. I really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like, dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.